So you could just share with us firstly just your first name, or any name, or no name.
I'm Damien No Name. Yeah.
Damien No Name. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to call you Damien or No Name?
That's fine.
No Name?
You can call me whatever you like, to be honest.
Okay, fine.
I'm quite happy to be called whatever, as long as it's not offensive. I don't get offended very easily.
Right.
Not by people.
Okay. Or by words.
Yeah, not by words, yeah.
No. Funny how people get offended by words.
It is,
just
isn't it?
words, aren't they, really?
Yeah, they are words. It's not even real. It's not even real. It's like it comes into, you hear it, and then it comes into your head, and you make a thought of it. It's like 2 or 3 times removed, and it's
right.
Yeah, how is it?
Because someone basically what was happening is someone here just got stopped who's playing guitar, and he had witnessed what I witnessed, which is someone being extorted, or I would call it a mugging. There was a mugging took place, and everybody just walks past, right? When the mugging was an enforcement officer, he had education and enforcement on the back of his shirt, and he was mugging these people for dropping a cigarette end, £60.
Yep.
Yeah. So he was really angry about it, this guitarist. So he started saying the fucking system or something like that.
Yep.
And a policeman came up and warned him. And then he said. And then he said something like, well, listen, cunt didn't used to be a bad word. And the policeman said, right, that's your last warning. And they were just speaking like you and me. He wasn't even saying it loudly.
Yep.
So what do you think of that? And just share with us also what you were saying about what the government and the council are here really to do.
Well, I think that the fact that the police are, you look around the street here, I mean, first of all, at the end of today, we're going to have there's going to be a van that comes along and sweeps up all of this pavement anyway. So if someone drops a cigarette butt here, maybe they should have taken the effort to put it in the bin, but to charge them 60 quid for it is just taking the piss, really, isn't it? Then you've got people that are employed to come out. Yeah,
but you know what that can lead to. Dropping a cigarette butt. Once that that can lead to, taking hard drugs and violent crime. I think you'll find that if you look into the history of those people who are involved in crime and drugs, many of them will have dropped cigarette butts.
Well, I probably have, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that if my gran smoked, I mean, my granddad's dropped cigarette butts, and he
has it.
Yeah, and I know that my granddad was in the Second World War, and he was in Egypt in the Second World War. He's got scars on his body and on
yes,
his
but the law is the law, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, but law and morality are not the same thing, are they?
Stop it. Shush. I don't let some policemen around. Don't upset them. Anyway. So tell us about the government and what people need to do, or what people need to know.
I think people need to realise that if we are living in the 6th richest economy in the world, the 6th biggest economy in the world, and yet we have ever-increasing poverty in our country, with the situation with, like, last year 25,000 cold-related deaths related to fuel poverty. Malnutrition increasing massively amongst children in this country due to poverty. Why is this happening in the 6th richest country and then the 6th biggest economy in the world?
Yeah, or to put it another way, where is all the money going? Where is it all going?
Well, it's I don't know where the money is actually going. I think that at the end of the day, if you look around us, I mean, I think there's shareholders all around the world, and these big businesses are there to please the shareholders, aren't they? So these big businesses will try and make money in any way they can, and it's got to the point where the human consequence, the environmental consequences is regardless. It's second to the actual amount of money that we can make. And I think that this shouldn't be how it is. I mean, we have a political system in this country, but what's the point in having a political system if it cannot protect the most vulnerable members of our society? What is the point? We don't have a political system if it's like that. We have a business.
It is a business.
We don't have
Britain PLC.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you've got to give it to them, though. Let's. I think we should always look for credit, and you've got to give credit to David Cameron. He's done some cracking business for British Aerostate.
Selling pig semen to the Chinese. £25 million worth of pig semen every year that we're going to sell to the Chinese.
Well, that's pretty damn good, isn't it?
We've got the best pigs, and in return they're going to come and build the HS2 for us.
Fantastic bit of business. That's an amazing deal, isn't it?
I kind of imagine that George Osborne...
Can you imagine the deal at the time? Okay, the translators.
I wonder who's going to be pleasuring the pigs.
Pig semen. What's that?
I wonder who's going to be pleasuring the pigs.
Pig semen, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. This has been a fascinating 5-minute show with No Name.
Damien.
No name Damien.
Or whatever you would like.
Or whatever you would like. And
really matter. So a man who cares. A man who cares. A man who thinks that there's far too little love on this on our doorsteps, on our footpaths, and not because people are bad people, because people are completely misled by what they don't see in the media. And it's really that simple. I think people need to.
And it's not just about what they don't see in the media, it's about what they don't see in the media. In other words, the problem is, in my opinion, is that they don't see and notice what the media is actually doing.
Well, absolutely, and that is really a big problem. I think that we have, the director of the BBC, I can't remember what his name is now, but Lord Patton, yeah. £80,000 a year to give advice to BP, £40,000 a year to give advice to EDF Energy. He's involved in a big project in China, getting green energy in China by using their massive coal resources. That's specifically what it says. I can't remember the organisation's name now, but if you go on their website, it specifically says we're trying to get the greenest energy possible in China by using their vast coal resources. It's kind of pretty insane, I reckon. And this is a man who's the head of the BBC.
Well, it's not insane. I say genius.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Well, in terms of as a businessman.
Oh yeah.
For business interests, pure genius. Use coal to create, keeps the green people happy. Yeah. Who cares about the environment? Well, and make loads of money.
Well, that's it.
Give it to him, haven't you? Really?
If you make lots of money, when you're lying there on that last day of your life and you think about how much money you're surrounded by, won't it be fantastic? You'll be like,
bye.
I'm about to die, but look how much money I've got. It's amazing. What a load of shit, eh? It's like, people. I wish I kind of had been. I'm nearly 35, and I wish I had been around for another 35 years, so I could actually see the kind of the actual divisiveness in the community. The breaking up of our communities throughout, where people don't know their neighbours anymore. And I don't know if this is a natural thing or whether this has actually kind of been forced upon people to stop people becoming in unity together to actually say, stop taking the piss out of us,
Right.
And really, I think that people do take the piss out of us, and it's far too easy. It's really the election. They came on the back of the promise of being the greenest government ever, and they're like, they've got Lord Brown got a 30% stake in a drilling company that's doing all the fracking, and it's like, it's insane, man. It's insane. It's not insane. It's very clever, but it's insane that this is allowed to happen. How is it legal that they can say we're going to do this and then they just do whatever the fuck they want to make themselves some money? How is that legal?
Well, because legality's got nothing to do with the real law, has it?
Well, no, I suppose not. You just
legal legislation,
statutes, people, and then no one else understands it. It's okay. But anyway.
Great. Thank you very much.
Oh no, very.